In this case, it was the financial arm of a retail client. They had approached us because in this area, they were looking to move from a waterfall software development lifecycle into agile.
The challenge at hand was that this client needed QA due to copious quality issues they were experiencing. Also, they were 10 sprints behind in their test execution.
Implementing a lot of tools in agile, training them on how to use those tools, and finding a way to help them to learn how to use test automation as part of the process. Everybody knows in order for you to be successful at agile, you need to incorporate test automation into your process. Otherwise, it's just a monumental task.
For this engagement, we undertook a two-step process. Firstly, we undertook a test organization assessment that uncovered all the gaps in their current practices and then formulated an overarching and comprehensive test strategy. For test management, we used Zephyr. For test automation, we applied a BDD scheme. For continuous integration, we employed Jenkins, and we created our own accelerators and integrators to facilitate multi-way and real-time data updates across this ecosystem.
You know, when you use a lot of these open source tools, it can be challenging because some of those things aren't built in. But part of what we did was build in those types of connections, build APIs and work with integrations in order to set up those connections for them. There's different pieces to the puzzle, you know, with your Jira, with your Zephyr, with your Jenkins, with your Confluence. How do you connect all of the dots? How do you get all of these pieces? They're all different areas. How do you get them all to work together? These were things that we were able to do for them, and it just showed them that this is all possible.
The results of these efforts are as follows. Over 700 test scenarios created, automated, and counting. The client went from being 10 sprints behind to being in sprint. Regression execution is now undertaken every evening. That's 365 times a year. Additionally, automated sanity tests run after every build, which comes out to about 200 per year. A reusable and exportable agile testing playbook now exists, comprising tools, processes, skill sets, and artifacts, all of which can be applied successfully to other agile projects across the enterprise.